Hello, hello. This is Ignacy Trzewiczek Portal Games, and this is Portal Games update for December 2022. We did live streams back then, we did vlogs back then, we did lots of things here on the YouTube channel. Now we are starting something super simple, focus on giving you most important information about our company. So Portal Games update, we meet every month, first Monday of the month. And I will be giving you updates about our products, what's happening, what's going on in the company, etc., etc. And I'm going to do a live stream. So if anyone of you wants to interact with me and give me any questions here in the live stream, I will be always happy to answer them. So without further ado, one day I hope to meet the Portal Games, the PAX Unplugged. Yes, we didn't go to the PAX Unplugged this year. I wish to be there because it's an amazing convention. I was at the first PAX Unplugged in Philadelphia along with Marek, who's behind the camera, and it was absolutely blast. So we are missing you, Philadelphia. 2022 is slowly going to the end. We need to wrap up the whole year. So I wanted to give you the update of what happened in the previous year and what will happen in the upcoming things, what was delayed, what was not delayed. So let's go with the good and bad news. So first of all, the whole year as a whole was very difficult for the company. It was very difficult because of the many delays, many problems at the manufacturer level, many problems here in the office, in the HQ. I wish this year is already done because we want a fresh start. We want the 2023 to start already. What happened earlier this year? We had Gutenberg. We released Gutenberg. It was the first time Portal Games brought to America a game from a different publisher. In this case, it was a Granna, Polish publisher. And we bought rights for the American, for the North America, and we published it in English. We are very proud. The feedback was amazing, very good reviews. The game is almost sold out. We have like a couple of hundred copies left. And that's it. So it was a very good and successful operation for us. Many of you like the game. If you haven't tried it yet, it's a middle wave Euro game, super thematic, beautiful components. Please check out the photos on Instagram, on social media. The game looks beautiful, it's very thematic, designed by two Polish designers, Gutenberg. That was the beginning of the year and a very successful release for us, the Gutenberg. Then I need to set up these boxes somehow. Then we did my beloved Batman. As you guys know, I'm a huge nerd for comic books. I have far more than 1,000 comic books at home. I love them. This weekend I was reading new Batman stories as well. So earlier this year, around May or June, we released the Batman Everybody Lies. This is our take on Gotham City mixed with the detective engine. So if you like detective, if you like the Vienna Connection, if you like our other detective expansions and games, this is the same thing. You are investigators in Gotham and you're tracing villains, but in this case the villains may be the Penguin, maybe the Joker, maybe the other great characters from the universe of Gotham. So Batman Everybody Lies released before summer. Still we have it in stock, so don't worry, you can get it, you can grab it for Christmas, you can grab it for your friends if they love Batman comic books. This may be the perfect way to introduce them board gaming because the rules super simple. I see Michał here in the chat. Hi Ignacy, miłego dnia. Thank you. The same to you, sir. Good day. In 2023, I want to play Robinson Crusoe with miniatures and in 2033 with painted miniatures. Terrier Halo. I will talk about Robinson Crusoe in a moment. So yes, I have it here on my list to discuss. So yes, we'll talk about Robinson Crusoe as well because it was a part of this year as well. So anyway, Gutenberg under the license from Granna, done, very successful. Batman Everybody Lies under the license from Warner Bros. Amazing, super thematic game. If you like story-driven games, if you like stories in your gaming, this is perfect. This is a campaign, 3 scenarios long and plus a prologue. So this is like at least 4 game nights for you to experience this amazing story designed by me and Veronika Spyra. We had a blast with that. And then things happened, and then all the delays and all the things, and then the announcements from press releases were not matching the reality. So the first big delay for us was Basilica. Initially it was planned for a Gen Con. It was finally released at Essen in Europe and like 2 or 3 weeks ago in America. So huge delay. I'm very sorry. Basilica is a 2-player game. If you have fond memories of Carcassonne, but you moved on because you're now a gamer, experienced gamer, if you're a geek and you want something more difficult, Basilica may be thing for you, because the mechanics of the game is very similar to a Carcassonne. So you're having your tiles, you're building the area, you're fighting for the area control on different areas, but here we have additional layer of the game, all these different orders and the objectives, and check out the reviews, very positive reviews, very positive ratings. Basilica, 2-player only game, very tense, very aggressive area control, so be careful when you play with somebody that you love. Basilica, as I said, we hoped to have it at Gen Con. Finally we had it at Essen in Europe, and a few weeks later in America. So this Basilica, you can grab it as well. Then we had Raft of the Lighthouse. Raft of the Lighthouse, initially planned for the last year. It was we started working on this expansion. Ignacy Trzewiczek started working on this expansion during the COVID times, and we hoped to release it last year, but it was not ready. And finally, it was released this year at Essen, and 2 or 3 weeks in North America. So you can grab it in now worldwide, everywhere. We have some issues with the expansion. Please accept my very, very sincere apologies. I don't know how it happened, but it happened, and this is the fact that we have some small errors on the cars in the rulebook. So we are working right now. Our team is working on FAQ. It will be published in December. So all the questions, all the issues will be solved in the FAQ. Once again, I'm sorry on behalf of me as the owner of the company, on behalf of Ignacy Trzewiczek, who was the designer of the game, and on behalf of the whole development team, all the team who was editing and preparing this expansion. Something went wrong here, and we had a couple of mistakes with the expansion. Once again, super sorry. As I said, FAQ is on the way. The team is working on it, and will be published in a very few days. But besides that, if you play solo, this is a campaign for solo. So Basilica for 2 players, Raft of the Lighthouse for the solo game, and these babies for 3-4 players, the whole table at the table, having fun. Then we almost released, but we didn't, 11. World Cup is on the way. Poland just got kicked off from World Cup yesterday. 11. It was planned to be released worldwide before World Cup. It didn't happen. Once again, terrible delays. I was very sorry with this situation, with this game, what happened. And now we deliver to all the backers in Europe, and unfortunately all the backers in North America still waiting for their copies. Please accept my apologies again. The whole shipment of the game, both for the backers and for the retail, is on the ship. We hope to deliver it to you in December, and then the official release of the game in North America will be early next year. So after the World Cup, this is a terrible delay for us. The game is already released in Europe. It is already released in Poland, in Germany, and a couple of other countries. But for the North America, we will be ready with the official release after the World Cup finishes in January or February. I will give the update in the January video. So please accept my sincere apology again here with 11. The good news is we have lots of very positive reviews. All of you who love football, all of you who are sports fan, prize the game, says that this is super thematic, amazing game, and they feel that they are actually playing Football Manager on the PC. So kudos to the dev team, but unfortunately not a good job from the production and from the manufacturer level. So that was bad. For the future live streams, dear sir, the font on this screen is not good for the old people. Yeah. Terrier Hallow said that at Essen he bought a couple of our games on a sale. Please buy them not on a sale. Buy them when they are good price. Manuel, greetings to Manuel. Haven't seen you for a long time, sir. When you hold the box in front of you, it almost looks like you are the team's manager. So once again, being serious, thank you to all the backers who play 11, who love it, who give us a great ratings. I appreciate your support for the game. This is very kind of you. I want to apologize very honestly all the backers in North America and all the backers in different parts of the world that don't have the game yet. It's our failure. I'm very, very sorry. The good news, the game is very, very good. So when you receive the game, you will have a blast. The early reviews say that. But as I said, as for the release, it is released in Europe, but not in America. It is delivered to backers in Europe, but not in North America. So this game is sort of released and sort of waiting for the actual worldwide release. As I said, in game stores in January or February. I will give you update on the first Monday of January. See? Next. What's next? Brazil. Brazil, I don't have actual box of Brazil, so I'm just making it up from the Empires of the North, because Brazil is the second game that Portal Games released this year under the license. So this is not our game, this is not in-house design game. We get the rights to release this game in North America. The game was produced in China, and the whole print run was sent to North America. So I don't have my copy. I need to ask my Portal Games US team to send me at least one copy of Brazil, so I have it. Brazil is an amazing game from the Brazilian designer. It's a 4X game. You're playing your house, and you're building, founding cities, you're building your factories, you are getting resources, you're having your forces that will go to the jungle and fight the other houses. So it's a full-blown 4X game, played very quick, very smart. It is, reviewers say that it's a Euro game with a 4X feel, and I think this is true. Like, there's a lot of resource management, and you have to be very careful how much resources you have, because if you don't have enough, you will fail with doing some of the actions. So there's a very scarce number of resources, but besides that, there can be the fight between two players, there can be fight for the resources, there can be fight for the achievement. So lots of fun things happening. Brazil finally released 2 weeks ago. We pre-released it at Gen Con in the first days of August, and then there was additional delays with the shipment. The game was scheduled to be released in September, but was not released in September, not released in October, and released very, very late November. So once again, I'm very, very sorry for what happened this year with our delays. But it finally released in America. It has great reviews. It's a great game. You have to have it in your collection if you like 4X games, and if you like Euro games, and if you like quick games, because it is not a long game. Like most of these big, epic, grand 4X games take like 3 or 4 hours, ships and space and everything. Here in this game, you play like 90 minutes and you are done, and you manage to build your own empire. So very, very great design from the Brazilian designers. And on top of that, one small thing for our hardcore fans of Narushima Hex. Reminder, Narushima Hex was initially released in Poland in 2005, in English in 2007, and for these 15 years we keep releasing a new expansion for the game. And the same was this year. At Essen we released Pirates, a new expansion for the Narushima Hex. For all of you who collect these armies, who love these armies, who love Narushima Hex, we keep supporting you, and we keep giving you new expansions. So this is our catalog, these are our achievements of 2022. We have a classic Euro game from Polish designers Gutenberg. We have a great story-driven game, Everybody Lies, from me and Weronika Spyra. We kind of have a Euro game, very thematic Euro game. We have Brazil, 4X, great 4X Euro game. We have a solo campaign, and we have a two-player game. So quite a good slate of games, and I hope each fan of Portal Games will find something interesting among these titles. So this is what happened this year. What didn't happen? What haven't happened? Robinson Crusoe Collector's Edition. That was our main project for this year. We hope to deliver you this amazing new edition of Robinson Crusoe, and we failed. The game was not delivered, not ready. It will be delivered, as the last update says, between February or March. This is what we hope. This is the final, absolutely final stage of production. It's almost done, and the shipment will start right after the new year, and then we can start delivering in, as I said, in February and March. I'm looking forward to play this game, this Robinson Crusoe Collector's Edition, the same like you. I want to have this box in my collection. I want to have these minis. I want to have these booklets, all these new editions, all these new things, all this big box. So I'm waiting patiently, like you do. Once again, sorry for this delay as well. MU Jedi says he's excited to play Brazil. I appreciate you, sir. I played this game many times when I was in America this year with my tournée and presenting the game in game stores and game clubs. So I played this game a lot and I had a blast, and I know that all the people I showed the game had a blast. So I have a full confidence you guys will love it because I ran so many demos of this. Walty Mendes says, I bought Brazil kind of on a whim because a friend of mine visited Brazil this year. We ended up loving it. I liked how clean the design was. Walty Mendes, thank you for the comment, and this is exactly what I said. Like, you clearly see that this is Eurogames designer taking his way to create the 4X game. So this is a very clean, very Euro style design to create 4X game. I absolutely agree. Paweł Małaszewski says, good afternoon. Absolutely. Good day, sir. Manuel says, much respect for having a transparent stream, even with the news that are not so positive. No, we failed, many of you, this year, and on one hand, we delivered many great games, and I'm very proud of the catalog we provided and what value we added to the industry, creating these great games. But at the same time, we failed, many of you, and want to be very, very honest with that. So with the Robinson Crusoe Collector's Edition, we failed. It was not done this year as we planned. It will be done, delivered to you around, as I said, February and March, and I want to have my copy as well as you. So fingers crossed that this time, no more adventures with that. As for 51st State, new expansion, it was called the Outpost. I think the Outpost. New Land? And the Outpost is a mechanism. Okay, New Land. And the brand new Ultimate Edition, no problems on that side. Everything is as planned. It will be also released in the first half of the next year. So with that, so far, knock knock, no problems, no issues, and we hope to deliver you beautiful, amazing product. And it's a game for the hardcore gamers. It is a difficult hardcore card game, but if you like Race for the Galaxy, if you like Glory to Rome, if you like these difficult card games, 51st State will be a blast for you. And this new edition with all the expansion inside and the brand new expansion, you will have a blast. So I will discuss more about it in our next video in 4 weeks at the beginning of January. But the good news, there are no issues as for now. The big thing for the next year that I will be talking a lot about next year is Thorgal. Thorgal is our biggest release of the next year. We will go to the GameFound. You can already go to GameFound page and find the Thorgal page. This is an adventure game designed in-house here at Portal Games. It's absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it, and we just started publishing updates with presentation of all the game rules. So every week we publish new updates. So please go to the GameFound, find Thorgal, or go to our social media and find the links to the Thorgal page. And week after week, we present what we done here, what's unique, what's revolutionary. And if you, in a few words, if I want to present you Thorgal, it is like a little bit like a Sleeping Gods, because we have this amazing booklet that you are visiting different places and different locations, and some of them have a paragraphs, and you read a little story. So it's like kind of like a Sleeping Gods, but done with the Eurogame aspect. So if you know Portal Games as a great Eurogame designers like Robinson Crusoe, Pret-a-Porter, 11, we can do great Eurogames. So this is the same. This is like a hybrid game that has a great storytelling, has a story-driven mechanism, but at the same time, as we just discussed with the Brazil, it is done by the Eurogamers who made a very unique, revolutionary, I would say, a mechanism that you Eurogamers will appreciate as well. As I said, I started posting updates. I hope to post update every Tuesday in December and in January. So please find the page on GameFound, give us following, that you follow the project and read these updates every Tuesday, and you will learn slowly what we built here. I'm very proud of this brand new mechanism that are designed here in-house at Portal Games. So this is Thorgal. My private thing, that is website, there is no way that you can write the address and go there, because the address is ignacytrzewiczek.com. It is very difficult to pronounce, it is very difficult to write, so you have to Google my name and then use Google to find the page, ignacytrzewiczek.com. On this page I post the new articles, reviews, essays, anecdotes, stories, game designer journals, different articles every Monday, every Wednesday and every Friday. So 3 times a week I'm writing for you. I'm back to writing. This is what I love the most. You know that I published 2 books, Board Games That Tell Stories and Board Games That Tell Stories Volume 2. And now I'm back with writing, and 3 times a week I publish a brand new article for you. Today's article is already written. Today I'm reviewing Frostgrave miniature game. So this is already written. I will post it after this live stream. So go to ignacytrzewiczek.com. 3 times a week, new materials from me for you. So this is what I'm doing with my private time, not at Portal Games. Today we are announcing on our website the date for the new army for the Narushima Hex app. So as you know, Narushima Hex app is one of the most famous apps, one of the first apps ever designed for mobile. And Narushima Hex last year got the brand new edition. And now we are relaunching all the new armies and all the old armies and all the different armies. And on December 16, Friday, December 16, we are releasing another army for the app. It will be Mississippi. Fans of Narushima Hex, the game, the board game, know this army very well because it's very high in the rankings of most favorite. It has the poison rules that you can poison your enemies, and each round, each battle, they get some damage. Beautiful, beautiful design. This game is in the top 3, and I think this is number 2. Best armies for Ignacy Trzewiczek. She absolutely loves Mississippi, and there's many of you who love Mississippi. So I'm happy to announce today that the new army for Narushima Hex Mississippi releases on December 16. And this is very, very good news for all of you who want to play Narushima Hex on your mobile with all the possible armies. As for the news, what's happening in our development team, very busy every time. So what's happening? I'm working on the sequel to Batman Everybody Lies. So me and Weronika Spyra are writing new cases for Batman. The new game will be released next year. It will have 5 cases, so more than this one. But in this game, in Batman Everybody Lies, we have a campaign which is amazing, one big story, arc story. In second Batman, we have 5 cases, but not connected in a campaign. So you can play with different teams, different friends, different moments of your life, and you will have a blast. Today we were already playtesting one of these cases, and the test was very, very successful. So that's why I'm in a good mood. The case that we are playtesting today is called the Batman Wanted, and yes, the police in Gotham decides to start the hunt for the Batman. And Bat family have to see what the hell happened and save the Batman. So this is one of the cases, one of the 5 cases in the second game of the Batman. Before you get the second Batman, you have to play. You don't have to, but I strongly recommend to play the first one, obviously. But this is what's happening in a development team. I'm working on a new Batman. The other team in our development is finishing Torgal. As I said in many different interviews, mostly here in Poland, Torgal will be most likely ready this year, and that's why early next year we go to the Game Found to present you the game, to show you what we have, and to ask you if you have any ideas for some upgrades, updates, changes, new scenarios, etc., etc. So we will discuss with the community, but on our hand, the design will be ready this year. So we are in the finishing touches with the Torgal, and I can spoil you that Ignacy Trzewiczek is now working on a brand new army for Narushima Hex. Why? Because every single year we release a brand new army for you because we love our Narushima Hex fans. So yes, Ignacy Trzewiczek is working on a brand new army, and I will discuss more about this army next year. For all of you who don't know, I have a podcast. My podcast is called Board Games Insider. You can find it on Spotify, you can find it on YouTube, you can find it on different places. And I'm publishing every Wednesday, and I'm recording every Wednesday. So if you want to be in touch with the news from the Portal Games Company, if you want to know what's happening at Portal Games Company, every Wednesday I record with Steven Bonacor episodes. Terrier said, I'm looking forward to Torgal. I enjoy the comic for sure. Thank you for that. I know that this comic book series is hugely, insanely popular in Poland. is hugely and insanely popular in Belgium and France, and it is not very popular in North America. So one of our tasks for the upcoming weeks and months is to present this IP, to present this Thorgal. This is by far the best Viking comic books ever designed, ever written, ever published. If you like Vikings, if you like Nordic mythologies, if you like that kind of stuff, this is the best comic book on the market ever. Said it, I said it. Now, I see our friend Chevy Dot, he's super excited for Thorgal. Thank you for that. Chevy is our friend, obviously, and Chevy is one of those people in America who decided to give a try to Thorgal after we announced that we are doing this game. And in the private message, he said to me that he likes this comic book. So yes, it is approved by Ignacy and is approved by Chevy Dot. Check out the Thorgal. It's something unique in comic books. Vienna Connection sequel, asked David. No, the story is closed, as you know, from the final. So there is nothing in the works for that. As I said, for the next year we will release the sequel for Dune, and we will release the sequel for Batman, and then we will evaluate what's with this line, if we are shutting the line, or if we are going with the base detective, of what we'll do next. There's no future plans. So we know that we need to release a sequel for Dune, a sequel for Batman, and then decide if we will continue to do new detective games. We've seen some Thorgal in Sweden too. Yes, Sweden. That's cool. That's cool. Greetings to Sweden. I know that the Major Spoilers Comic podcast is reviewing Thorgal next year. Hopefully, some more people in the US discover in that. Very cool. We will do our best. We will do our best to present Thorgal to the audience. As I said, the comic books is amazing. The game is amazing. So this is like a very good coincidence. Because we are on YouTube, the obligatory reminder, please click the bell icon so you get notifications when I go live. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. And basically what you should expect from this channel in the upcoming year, every first Monday of the year, I'm doing live stream for you, discussing what's happening at the company, what we are developing, what we are playing, what we are planning. So you get this information right on YouTube. In my private gaming, what's happening, I'm absolutely in love with the new Days of Wonder game called Heat. Pedal to the Metal. A new Days of Wonder game, amazing. I love it. I published the review of this game on ignacytrzewiczek.com. I strongly recommend to check it out. Brilliant design. I'm also digging Kill Team from Games Workshop. If you like miniature games, if you like skirmish game, it's very brilliant. It's smart, it's tense, small footprint, just 10 miniatures, but so much choices, amazing stuff. And this month I also get back to Arkham Horror LCG after a long break, because I loved the game, but then I had a break with that. I started playing it again and I play like crazy. So yes, card games, Arkham Horror LCG, miniature games, Kill Team. And for board games, Heat, Pedal to the Metal, a great racing game. And about all these games that I'm playing, that all the games that I love, I write on ignacytrzewiczek.com. I'm looking at the chat. We are starting a campaign in the Rangers of the Shadow Deep this Thursday. Something else with miniatures. Terrier Halo. I have this game in my collection. For those of you who are watching and have no clue what we are talking about, Rangers of the Shadow Deep is a miniature game for the solo play. So we are playing against non-player characters. The book in the scenarios tells you how to set up the terrain, how to set up the scenario of the game, tells you where are the opponents. You set up your miniatures, and then these opponents have the very simple AI. They react to you, they shoot at you, they move at you, they charge you, and you have to survive. Great game. It's on my to start campaign as well, so I'm wishing you a great time with that. For the fantasy skirmish games, I'm playing Frostgrave, and spoiler alert, today's article at ignacytrzewiczek.com is about Frostgrave, my review of this game. Guys, that was an update from Portal Games. Ignacy is back, Ignacy is smiling, Ignacy is back to the action. Greetings to you. I wish you amazing December. I wish you amazing Christmas, because Christmas is coming. Bought great games for you, buy the great games for you, buy the great games for your close ones. check out which of these games from Portal Games catalog could land under your Christmas tree. We strongly recommend to check out some of our games for you to consider to buy. I wish you amazing Christmas. I wish you great fun during New Year Eve, and talk to you in 4 weeks at the beginning of January, when I will start revealing our plans for the next year. I already spoiled a few things here today, but more to come. We have amazing game for you for the next year as well. Ready? Click goodbye. Guys, miss you, love you, take care, stay safe.